Welcome back, guys. Today we are going to start this Champion 338cc chipper shredder. Now I tried to start it yesterday and I was unsuccessful, so I'm going to try it again. Now for this we're going to follow the book. So step 1, make certain the chipper shredder is on a flat level surface. Number 2 says reattach a spark plug wire to the spark plug. Mine is attached, I never detached it. 3, turn the engine switch to on, which is right here. That's off. And that I or L, that's on. Turn the fuel valve to the on position. Right there, it says off. And if you move it over to the left, that is on. Move the throttle level to the middle position. Right now, it's all the way to the right at slow. So we want to move it to the middle position right there. Move the choke lever to the choke position. Right there, it is at choke. That's wide open and this is choked. Now, however, I want to mention something. Champion says this about the choke. Keep the choke lever in choke position for one pull of the recoil starter. After the first pull, move the choke lever to the run position for up to the next 3 pulls of the recoil starter. Too much choke leads to spark plug fouling, engine flooding due to the lack of incoming air. All right, so we're gonna leave it at choke, full choke for one pull, and if it doesn't start, obviously just put it in the full or the open choke position if you have to pull it a few more times. Let's put it back on choke. And yeah, pull the starter cord slowly until resistance is felt, and then pull rapidly. As the engine warms up, move the choke lever to run, move the throttle lever to the fast position. So once this starts running, you want to open up the choke and put this throttle lever to the run position, which is right here, right under that little rabbit. So we're gonna put it back to the middle, and we're gonna pull on this and see if we can get it started. I couldn't do it yesterday, but today, hopefully, it's a little different. All right, now we're gonna open up the choke. Nothing. Just like yesterday, nothing. And I do have gas, by the way. It is full of gas. Yep. It's stuck. All right. I don't think it's gonna start. Yeah, it's stuck. So they take out, first of all, cut it off. Let's take out the spark plug wire boot. There we go. No chance of it starting now. There's a couple of pieces of wood stuck at the bottom there. And that was my fault. So there's a knob like this on each side that you have to take out. Once you take it out, you can move this thing up like this. And then you can see what's stuck in on the blades inside. And I don't know if you can see it, but there's a couple of pieces of wood stuck between the blade and the metal wall here on the right hand side. There's one there, and there's a big piece of wood that you cannot see right where the screwdriver is pointing to, up there. So with a hammer and this long screwdriver, I'm gonna try and take it out. Okay, that piece is out. Now I'm gonna try and do the one above it out, but there's more on the other side of the blades that I cannot see, so I'm gonna have to take this apart. Okay, so I'm back in the office. And guys, I have to mention one thing. It took about 10 to 12 pulls to start this machine. Now the reason is because I haven't started it in 2 years. 2 summers ago was the last time I used it, and I left gas inside the tank. All right, just keep that in mind. So why didn't the gas go bad? Well, it's partly bad, but it's non-ethanol. Had I used fuel with ethanol, the regular cheap gas, I don't think I would have been able to start it. Not, you know what? Definitely not. It would have gummed up inside. So right about now, I will have to be draining all the fuel from the tank, and I would have to take out the carburetor and clean it up. Had I used regular fuel with ethanol. Again, if you're ever going to use machines, whether it's your lawnmower, your tiller, your wood chippers, I always use non-ethanol, which up here, it's readily available in upstate New York. It's 91 premium non-ethanol. You can find it anywhere. I also use it on my chainsaws, wood splitter, what have you. Again, non-ethanol. Now, I've never taken this apart, but I'm assuming that there's like a little window back here once I take this part out. So for these little screws here, there are 10 millimeter, and this is 12 millimeter. Now these 6, I don't have to take out. I'm gonna leave it attached to this part, but I do have 2 of these in the front that I do have to take out. Right here. I need a wrench on the other side. There's a washer and a nut. I'm gonna put them right here. And of course, the bolt that you have to remove from the other side. I'm gonna put the washers and the nuts and bolts together so I don't lose them. All right, so those are the only 2 bolts I'm gonna take out for this chute. All right, so I'm not exactly sure how this one's gonna work out. Oh, I don't have to reach the bolt from the other side. That's nice. Now, I'm guessing this is the way to do it. Never done this before, but there's always a first time, right? Now if it works, then I'm happy. And if it doesn't work, then we'll try again. By the way, I can't find any videos online on how to do this, how to unstuck the blades from inside, or the inside blades. So I'm just taking a good guess here, and we got one more. Let's see if I can take this off, see what happens. Will it work? Yes! Ha ha! Yep, I have access to the inside. Oh, that was too easy. Again, the machine is off, and I took the spark plug boot off the spark plug, so there is no chance that this is gonna turn on. Here's another big piece of wood. There's a bunch of debris inside. Small stuff. I'm not concerned about the small stuff. Oh, this is kind of like a gasket. It's a metal gasket. All right, let me put this to the side. Now, I can't see where. All right, what's a holdup? Oh, maybe there's a little piece up on top. That's between the arm of the blade and the housing. Huh. So maybe if I slam on this with a hammer, let's see. Yeah, it's moving. I don't want to hit it too hard, just in case. Yeah, but that is solid metal. Very thick too. It just needs to move just a tiny bit to free itself. Just checking to make sure that that's it. And it is. Needs to move another couple of inches and then it'll be free. All right. Oh, I missed this one. Ah, this one's big. Oh, how do I take this one out? See this, guys? All right. How do I pull that out? Oh, let me get a tool. Maybe with this? I'm just guessing. Tried everything. That's what tools are for, right? Smells like a barking dog. Oh wow. Oh, look at that. Look at that, guys. The thing is free. Yep, that's all it was. This is what I was able to get out. These pieces. So that was my fault because I fed a large piece of wood through the big chute. I shouldn't have done that. Any big pieces like this, I should feed through the small chute, the 3-inch chute. That's what they're designed to do, or that's what they're designed for. So that was totally my fault. The big chute, which is this one here, that's meant for you to feed like a small brush, okay? But at least now, if it happens to you, if for some reason you get stuck with it, take out the back and, just pull out any pieces of wood that you have like this. But obviously, before you do any work like this, you want to turn it off, and you want to pull off the spark plug boot, okay? You don't want this to accidentally turn on somehow and, you know, cut your hand off. And that's the last thing that anybody wants. I don't want that to happen to me. I don't want that to happen to you. And, you know, that's why I'm making these videos. So you learn from my, my mistakes, right? That's right. So I learned something new here today, and hopefully so did some of you. All right, muchachos, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the gasket back, that big metal gasket. There we go. Let's go ahead and put this big thingy back. So yeah, this thingamajig is gonna go right here. Yeah, 6 bolts. All right. Yeah, it's a little awkward, but it was easier to take off than it's gonna be to put it back in. Maybe. There you go. I got the bottom bolt in. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I spoke too soon. All right. Let's see if I do it this way. There we go. Oh, it's too easy. Now I'm gonna start the 6 nuts. They weren't too tight, maybe 10, 15 foot-pounds, I think. I'm not gonna use the torque wrench. I'm gonna do it by hand. There we go, I got 2. I can let it go and start doing the others. All right, put them all snug first, and then come back and tighten them. But before I tighten these, I want to make sure that I can put the 2 in the front. All right, that went in. Let's do the other one, and then I can tighten them up. Perfect. So I'm gonna tighten these first, then I'll go back to the other side and tighten the others. Oh, what a day, what a day. Oh, weather's perfect these days. I think the high's like 71, 72 today. And it's gonna be like that all week. And the temperature's gonna keep falling from now on. So on sunny, beautiful days like today, I work outside. And when it's rainy, then I work inside. Mostly here in the garage. Those 2 are done. All right, switch from 10 millimeter to 12 millimeter. I'm gonna use this extension. Makes it easy. 10 to 15 foot-pounds. Not a whole lot. Here it is, guys. This is the culprit. Totally my fault. And I'm gonna take it out there and start working with it again. And hopefully I'll be able to run it out of gas. The gas here, like I said earlier, is 2 years old. I need for that gas to be out of the system. And tonight I will put fresh, new ethanol-free gasoline. And then I'll be, yeah, I should definitely, what I'm thinking I'm gonna do this year is once I'm done with it, and I really don't know if I'm gonna be done with it this winter because I have plans for it this winter, all the way through, I don't know, I'm gonna guess January, February. Once I'm done with it, then I can just, you know, take out the gas and store it. I think I'm gonna, yeah, I think I will probably store it for 5-6 months to a year. I don't want to wait 2 years like this time around. I want to use it more often because there's a lot of stuff that I want to clear. There's a lot of brush, small trees that I want to cut down, and yeah, I need to use this more often. not store it, or I did. Now, I always store it under a shed. It wasn't outside, but the gas, you know, with time, over 6 months or so, it'll draw in moisture and water into the gas. That's why if you're not using non-ethanol fuel, it's very important to change your gas every 6 months. If you haven't used your machine, right? But I got lucky. I got lucky this time that it did start. I mean, I had a hard time yesterday. I couldn't do it. And the instructions say to start it in a flat surface, because there's some kind of gauge or some kind of sensor in the oil pan that if this machine is at an incline and that oil is not touching that sensor, the machine will not start. That's why the instructions say to start it on a level surface. Let's start it again. Well, let's start. On switch. Spark plug boot. Back on. All right. I don't think I need the full choke. Maybe halfway.